We are so going to be taking care of a few things today. Man, sometimes you just, I don't know, it's the joys of learning a new game. And I do actually mean joys because, actually it is a lot of fun to learn a new game and figure out how it works and then go, oh, duh, of course, that's what I should have done. So obvious. But, what can you do? That's just the way it works sometimes. Hey, I'm KIC. We're going to use some probably sharp glass here to carve up this slime body and get a slime gelatin. Oh, look at that. We can use glue, or we can make glue with the slime gelatin. That's pretty interesting. I like the sound of that, because that might let me reinforce my sword, I guess, if nothing else. Could reinforce the spear, but I guess I don't really care about that. We're going to start off by doing something that I probably should have done long ago and just didn't really get around to. So let's go ahead and take care of that right now. And before the fire dies out, well, here, let me check on this guy. Oh, it's very healthy. I like to see that. Let's just make some glue right now out of that gelatin. There we go. Crafted some glue. How do I reinforce with glue? All right, reinforced an iron sword with glue. I'm not quite sure how that works in practicality. I am so not going to argue it, though. Let's see, what do we have right now? We have a bone needle. We don't really have any sort of string. We do have white mushrooms. I still don't really know what to do with the mushrooms just yet, but that's okay. I'm not really concerning myself with those for the moment. Let's go ahead and take these guys off. And, crud, I don't really have a stick or anything, do I? Here, let's go ahead and make a bone pole, and we'll just equip that. That's what we're going to use because, I know, I left the door open, and whatever, it's fine. We'll live with it for right now. We're going to bang on this tree a little bit. Oh, man, I feel kind of bad using those guys to make string, but we do need to make some string. So let's go ahead and strip some bark, and we'll make some string, and we'll strip some more bark, and strip some more bark, and make some string, and then that leaves us one branch to play with. Good. That's not too shabby. Now, let's see. What else do we need? Oh, what in the heck is that? That would be a zombie. Ah, crud. Let's bust out the weapons here. Although, here, can we do the dance around the trap? And we do have this deadfall trap over here. Not that one deadfall trap is going to kill a zombie, I don't believe. Ah, crud, we got a gray wolf over here, too. All right, one at a time, guys. One at a time. Ah, crud, he walked through the trap again. Crud. What's up with that? That's not cool, man. Are you going to eat my wolf carcass? I guess not. All right, zombie, let's do it. 7 days to die time. All right, well, so interesting. Slashing, effective. Piercing, ineffective. I think with a zombie that maybe both would be okay, but I guess not. Man, that deadfall trap, huh? He walked right through that a couple of times. What a jerk. Let's carve this bad boy up. All right, and then I guess we need to carve up a zombie body. I don't know what we're going to get. Looks like some rotten meat, which I guess we could compost with it or something. I don't really know. Here, hold on a second. I know. I'm getting sidetracked with all the things I said we were going to do, but I just want to see. Not fertile, not fertile, not fertile, not fertile. I should probably compost a little more with them, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that right now. Ah, man. Just got a bunch of extra stuff that I didn't really need or want at the moment, so let me go ahead and drop a couple of these guys in there. Didn't really pay attention to see if they're all... Oops. No, I need one of those back. Give it back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me resort my crap, because clearly I have way too much. Scrud Central in here. All right, let's see. Everything looks good in there. We'll sort that stuff. Do I have a mortar and pestle somewhere? I should have one. I should have one? Ah, crud. Do I? Maybe it's in my bag. That might be the case. Nope. And no. Crud, what did I do with my mortar and pestle? I don't have one just lying around in here, right? I'm not seeing it if so. Ah, man. And I got a bunch of water to cook too. Ah, I got so much stuff to do. Holy cow. And I'm carrying a bunch of iron ore and all sorts of stuff. Man. I should have reinforced that spear. Oh, well, that's all right. We can take care of that in a minute. Potentially. Ah, geez. This is not good. This is so not good. Okay, so one step at a time here. We need a new mortar and pestle. I'm going to go drop some of this stuff off just because I'm carrying so much junk right now. Aha, there's the mortar and pestle. I put it in there and I didn't even know it. All right, good. So can I make some tannin? So I have some tree bark. Make some tannin. There we go. There's 2 tannin. Let's go ahead and tan some leather. Ah, come on, man. Don't break my, dang it. Don't do that. That's just not cool. I think it's not going to play nicely here. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to make a leather quiver. So where does that go? Yeah, I figured it equips to back, doesn't it? I don't remember. I want to say there might have been a change where arrows maybe automatically go into the quiver. I don't remember. All right, well, let's get all these guys in here. At the very least, that will make the inventory look a little less cluttered. So I'm glad to have that kind of sorted. We're not going to put that on the back just because we are wearing the backpack instead. And we'll be okay with that for the time being. We're going to hold on to that mortar and pestle at least for a little while because we're not done using it. We might actually be done in the current moment, but we're not done overall. All right, so I still have some extra junk that I need to get rid of. So let me just drop you in there. And then, nope, it wasn't in you. It might have been in, maybe it was in that one. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess not. I guess I don't have anything in there I need to get rid of. We should probably do something about eating food and water and all that sort of good stuff. So we should probably take care of that. Man, there's just so much I want to do right now, and I don't even know where to go. Where do we start? Holy cow. So many things. All right, we're going to need a new mortar and pestle before too long. Let's take care of water, just because we need to take care of water, and then we can kind of deal with some of this extra stuff that we are totally weighed down with. All right, let's go ahead and craft that up. All right, we got some fresh water. Let's make some cooked meat. We're just going to go ahead and eat that cooked meat right now. That's fine. I know we're going to get some thirst back out of that, and that's totally cool too. That's why we just made a bunch of water. Talcum powder. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that right now because we are going to want some talcum powder. Sure, let's go ahead and make some limestone powder too. And the mortar and pestle has been destroyed. I figured that would end up being the case, and that's totally fine. Prepared pemmican. What are we going to make it out of? What are we making that out of? Oh, we're using the wrought iron spear. Let's put that over here because that's just silliness. And let's put the bone pole in there. So if we do that, now we are using the bone pole and some regular straight up pemmican. Nope, that's not really going to work for me. Sinew, you are done out of the offal. Sure, let's go ahead and do some sinew for right now. Not sure what we're going to use it for just yet, but that's okay. All right, so I think we're okay for the moment. For the moment. We are going to need to make another mortar and pestle. That is an absolute. No question of that. I don't know what we need cordage for just at the moment, but we're not going to worry about that one right now. We could make some more arrows. I do want to drop off some of this iron ore because this stuff is heavy. Heavy metal. All right, nope. And definitely nope. So how about you? All right, good. We can drop the metal off in here. So let's drop you in there and you in there. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the ash or the coal. So we'll go ahead and drop all that in there. We can group all that stuff up. And we're going to go grab some sand. We're going to do that before we worry about all the rest of this stuff that we probably should be doing. Because I want to go grab sand. And you know what? Here, let me... nope, you're clay. That's not what I thought you were. Are the rest of those... Oh, I thought there were more over there. All right, well... Here, let me just throw those. We can put those down. We don't need them at the second. Ah, crud. I guess we do need to make another mortar and pestle. So let me grab a couple of these guys. We need some smooth rocks. And then we need another smooth rock. And then we can go ahead and make a mortar and pestle. Come on. There we go. 5 out of 8. That one will be sufficient for our purposes today, I do believe. We're going to close the door. We don't want to get all sorts of, oh, I don't know, various things coming inside. Nope, not by a long shot. All right, middle of the day. Let's head back to the beach. It's not that far. And just like that, we've made it to the beach. All right, where is my, there it is. There's my shovel. Dig. All right. Now, since I'm carrying my mortar and pestle, let's refine this bad boy. All right, so we got some refined sand. Finely ground sand, useful in making glass. Now, since we did dig up that sand, looks like we uncovered some raw clay underneath, I believe. All right, so we got a little bit of refined sand here. A little tiny bit. No, we're not getting any sand. Trying to dig. Can I dig? All right, well, let's try another spot then. Oops, come back. We're not getting sand. There we go. There's a little bit of sand. I'm worried about my stone shovel breaking before too long here. Let's go and make some more refined sand. And then I think we're going to need one more. Is that right? Ah, crud. What was that? Was that a bear? I think that might have been a bear. That would be a bear. Alrighty then. Good. I want to go grab a little more sand, and I'm going to go this way because... Oh, look at that. We could get some glue. That would be a good idea. Here, let's go grab some glue. Let me get rid of the bag for the moment. Oh, it's Slime Central. Come on, slimes. Well, here, if you guys are just going to chill right there, which I need to see the... There we go. I'm going to carve that one up, get some slime gelatin. You need to face that direction. You are not toast. Oh, yes, you are toast. I need to repair my spear, but that's okay. We could do that. That's not a big deal. It's a stone one. Go ahead and carve you up. All right, so I wanted to grab more sand. Let's go ahead and do that right here. Just dig right here. Oh, look at that. Holy cow, discovered a cave entrance. Wow. Oh, oops, I don't want to do that. Yeet. Yeah, that's not good. Gonna end up wrecking my stuff if I do that anymore. Well, that was interesting. I was not expecting that. All right, we are carrying way too much junk here thanks to these large rocks and stones. Let me drop those guys. And we need to head back to the fire at this point, I believe. Not sure how we're able to walk without being totally overburdened, but I'm not going to argue with that at the moment. And as a matter of fact, let's just go and drink some water here. We're going to need to grab some more water before too long. Free up a little bit of weight, technically speaking. Open that door. Righty. So if we get back to the fire now, let's go ahead and make some glue. Okay, I'm still missing something here, so let me think about this. Trying to remember now. I should probably refine that just to knock off a pound. So why don't we go ahead and do that? We'll refine that guy. So that gives us 4 refined sand. Let's make some more glue. All right, we got some glue. Our mortar and pestle is looking pretty haggard here. Let's reinforce you with glue. Crud. Crud. There we go. I got a couple points, maybe. Is that actually doing anything? There we go. So I did get 2 points out of it. It's really the, I guess the maximum durability is getting massively increased, which that's kind of handy. Okay, I'm missing something, so let me see. What am I missing? Limestone powder. We got a bunch of limestone powder. I think clay. Gosh, I'm trying to remember now. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where do we have clay? Is there any clay in here? Does not. Oh, there's raw clay. There we go. That'll probably work. Clay flakes. There we go. Green sand. That's what I've been trying to find. Holy cow. All right. I think we're going to need more of that, though. So let's go ahead and check this guy. Do I have any raw clay in here? There we go. There's some more raw clay. Now that uses a sharp. What are you using for your sharp anyway? Just out of curiosity there. What are you... Oh, you're using that... Ah, crud. Don't use the... Not cool. Here, put that in there. Now, that is the one thing I'm not overly fond of, is I have to kind of make sure of what I'm doing there, because otherwise I have a bad habit of using the wrong item. So I have to remember to check that occasionally. Otherwise, we have issues. All right, so we need to do a sand cast. That'll be the next thing on the list. And I got to think for a second, what do we need for that one? I'm trying to pull this out of memory. And obviously, it's not working very well. Okay, let's go this way for now. We'll open the door. And I'm just going to leave it open for a minute. It'll be fine. Let's take these guys off and let's grab that branch. That'll be sufficient for our needs right now. There we go. Sand cast flask. Need a log, need a sharp end. So you're going to be using that glass. That's totally fine. And then we can go ahead and make a flask. There we go. And we'll make 2 more. So I believe that is now going to open the door to making some higher quality metals, which that's kind of what I want. Okay, so let's just take a look. If we go over here, let's say iron breastplate. So we're going to need to make some iron ingots before we can make that guy. That's going to be the big deal, and I don't remember. And then we will end up needing some sandcast flasks. I might not need all of these, but whatever. I made 2 of them, and I'm going to be totally fine with that for the moment. Okay, so I think I have what I need at this point to make some straight up iron ingots. Now, whether we're going to have enough to make anything out of them once we're done, I'm not 100% sure about that. And actually, I'm looking now. I might need to grab a couple of extra things, but that's okay. That chest has stuff. And by the way, ignore the trapdoor spider corpse. We don't need to pay attention to that for the moment. So let's see. We have our furnace here. That's what we're going to need right off the bat. So let's go ahead and start a fire on that guy. Start a fire. Crud. There we go. Up to 51% in camping. That's not too shabby. So I need to go ahead and grab some iron ore now. So let's do that. We're going to grab... You will be fine. We're just going to grab 1 for the moment. Because, well, we got to kind of start one at a time here. Let's take this in a nice orderly steps. So make some wrought iron. And we have ourselves 4 out of 4. It's not terribly high quality wrought iron. We have some talcum powder. We have some limestone powder. We're going to need one of those sand casts now. I've kind of been trying to gather what I need. So I've put that in there. So we're going to go ahead and grab that guy. We're also going to need some carbon. So let's grab that. And we're also going to need our mortar and pestle where we are going to make carbon powder. We made that out of the coal. So look at that. We got some remarkable carbon powder. That might actually work well for us. There you go. And you can see right there, now that we have the carbon powder, we have all those items, we have iron ingot. It appeared right there in the bottom. And yes, I'm carrying way too much weight. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl. Crossing my fingers. Ah, crud. Come on. There we go. Got ourselves an iron ingot. This is straight up standard iron. This is not your, I don't know. This is not crummy wrought iron. This is high quality stuff. This is good. This is good stuff. That's simply what this comes down to. So let's make some more wrought iron. All right, there we go. So we have, 6 and 5. Those are much better quality ones. So I don't know that I have enough carbon stuff lying around. I'm afraid I don't. I'm just trying to take a quick look at everything. Ah, crud. Limestone. We might have to go find some coal somewhere. And if that's the case, well, maybe I save that one until tomorrow. And we just make, I don't know, a spear or something for right now. Because I think we'll have what we need to do that. There's some coal right there. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll grab that coal. And I thought I had something else in here, but I guess not. I thought I had some other sort of thingy-majigger bobber. Apparently not. Let's make some more carbon powder. Let's fail to make some carbon powder, and then we'll do a new mortar and pestle, because apparently we need to. So here, let's grab another rock. We're going to grab a rock. What are we using to make... no, we need smooth rock. Why can't I not do a smooth rock? What am I missing? Do we not have any sharps? Okay, what am I missing? I am so confused. Sharpened. Oh, you do need a sharpened rock specifically. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was cool if you used any sharp. My bad. My bad. All right, so there's a smooth rock. And did we just consume that? Yes, we did. All right, well, let's grab another one. Actually, here, I got a sharp one in there. Let's just do that. Smooth rock, mortar and pestle, Carbon powder. There we go. So this one is 5 out of 6. All right, let's grab... We're also going to need some talcum powder and some limestone powder. So I think this box. So let's grab some talcum powder and some limestone powder. You need the powders to basically make the metal high quality. It's kind of taking out the impurities. That's how you're ending up with a nice solid block of iron instead of wrought iron. Wrought iron is not really high quality. Here we go. We have ourselves an iron ingot 3 out of 4, another iron ingot 3 out of 4. These are not great quality. Our skill is not very good. That's why. So what do we have out of the iron pool that we can potentially create today? And I'm trying to ignore the wrought iron stuff. Wrought iron tongs. We can make some straight up iron tongs. That's not terribly helpful. We could do an iron double axe. So we have 2 iron ingots. We do have a sandcast. We do have a pole. We do have a hammer. And we don't have a lit forge, but that could be easily arranged. Just checking to see what other wrought iron stuff, or rather iron stuff we have. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and do an iron double axe. That way we could have ourselves a nice high quality pure iron item. And yeah, I know it's not necessarily that much higher quality than that guy. I mean, this one's at 5. The iron one is going to be at 6. But hey, I will take every single point I can get. I am not joking on that front. All right, so we are going to need some talcum powder and those tongs. So let's get rid of that. We also are going to need some... let's see, we're going to need some tinder and kindling. So let's do some tinder. And then, nope, that was the wrong one. Crud, now we need kindling too. Ah, geez, I am so not prepared for all of this stuff. All right, let's drop off something in here. We're also going to need some talcum powder, right? And the tongs, you are not in there. Talcum powder, we'll go and grab that. I'm trying to remember if I've ignored some talc lying around in various places. I'm going to drop that guy as well as the cast just for the moment because we need to go gather more stuff. There's the tongs. Oh, here we go. We can do that. Where are you? Wrong one. No, we need bark. Is that what we need? We need bark. That's what we need for kindling. Sorry, I got it. I got this. I got this. All right, so then actually we have everything we're going to need. Let's grab the fire plow. We're going to need a log. We will be needing... What else did I drop in there that we need? We're going to need the tongs. So let me just walk around and weigh myself down. Let's go ahead and light that fire. Alrighty. And there we go. There is the iron double axe. Cross your fingers because our blacksmithing skill is low. And this might be a total waste of materials. I mean, man, maybe we'd be better off doing some iron gauntlets. They do weigh quite a bit more, though. Additional 3 pounds. Ah, man. So they resist 1 blunt, 1 slashing, and 1 piercing versus 1 slashing and vulnerable to piercing. We get some additional base defense. You know what? I'm going to say let's do that. Oh, crud. We could do iron sword, too. Although we already have our not too shabby +6. +6. Interesting. Piercing. Huh. Well, I don't see that one helping out much. So, you know what? We're gonna do some iron gauntlets. There we go. That's right. Holy cow. 81 out of 98. Oh, man. I had a feeling they would be a little higher on the, we'll say, durability scale. Holy crap. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh, my goodness. I am exceptionally pleased with that. Oh, that right there is the best thing to happen in this episode. And several good things happened in this episode. Wow, that is really good stuff right there. So we got our defense up a little bit. I'm not sure how much that's necessarily going to help, but I'm sure it's not going to hurt. At the very least, now that we're not using those leather gloves. Here, let's, I guess we could... I don't want to disassemble them right now. Let's just put them in storage for the moment. But since we're not using that, that means we actually lost a vulnerability because we are resisting everything now, at least on the hands. That's fantastic. Oh, that is good stuff. That is so good stuff. And that is where we got to end the episode. So I will catch you on another one. Until then, thanks for watching. See you later.